Industry Champions. I'm your host, Chris Budas, and joining me here in the studio is Angel and Chris Grissom with CMG3 Tech. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hey Chris.
It's always good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
You guys are doing some remarkable stuff across the city and kind of beyond the city when you think about all things tech. So talk to us about the company. What do you guys do and how do you do it?
Sure. So we started CMG3 Tech 5 years ago after leaving
You
Deloitte.
survived COVID. Congratulations.
We did. We actually started with COVID. And we do a whole host of things from AI agents to tech consultations, mobile apps, as well as websites and custom dashboards. So all of the really cool creations in the cloud, that's what we do.
That's awesome. And how's business going, Chris? Yeah.
Going well, man. We want to focus right now too, like she said, on AI agents, and then doing some community outreach for different types of classes.
Okay.
And helping people keep up and stay up to date with AI and different things like that.
I think I've seen. I know I've seen this. I know you guys see it every single day. There's folks in the business world say, "Hey, I need AI," and then some don't think about what they're going to do. They invest in AI. They spend a lot of money and they don't get what they need for their workforce. So you guys can come in and actually help them kind of do the thinking through what's the problem I'm trying to solve, and then go through the creation piece of that.
Yes, it's super important, being able to do it the right way with the right foundation. And we have the background to be able to do it, but there are a lot of people who have never touched tech, and they go and they try to create an app or they try to create a software, and they don't consider what's on the back end when it comes to security and the right process, the software development life cycle. I do want people to embrace AI, so I'm not saying that. I'm just saying test it, play with it, but don't push it to production unless you've really worked with people who've been in the industry and they understand the pre-AI days.
Right, definitely, because nowadays so many people are just like, oh, I made an app, but know, like if you really want to get that app, to scale and get it out into like an actual your Google Play Store or your Apple Store, it takes a little more finesse than just what you're going to get right out of the app.
Well, I know you guys, but what I like about you guys, you're always watching the environment and you're seeing like, this is what's now, this is what's next too. You're thinking ahead too. And I think with some folks, they're just in production mode in the software side. Like, no, we're going to help you kind of think through what's next. Are you thinking about this? And I love the point you bring up, because I've seen this with another couple of friends that have gotten in the space recently, is the compliance piece and then the liability. If you can really get yourself in a lot of trouble if you get that wrong.
Yeah, legal risk, just something as small as the permissions to accept notifications. If you don't make it so that you ask for permission first and you just push notifications, you could get sued and lose everything.
Lose everything.
Something that small, and then obviously there are bigger issues. If you have communication between people, you need to figure out how to protect them. Everybody wants to create something big, but they don't necessarily take the steps. So we love suggesting different tools, like v0.dev is really great. Everybody knows about Lovable. These are really great platforms to get the idea out of your head into something we can all see, and to a developer who can do it, or a development team, right? They can do it correctly. Ethical AI is extremely important to us. And so for us, what that means, which CMG3 stands for Creative Minds Growing Under God, so Father, Son, Holy Spirit, our ethics come from our faith. But there's also other legal ethics, that we should abide by. And so we do a lot of teaching in the community, paid and unpaid, to make sure that we prepare people for what's coming, specifically with JSEB. I've been teaching the last Wednesday of every month.
Tell people what JSEB is.
Sure.
Since we're an international show, though I've mentioned it multiple times, had Greg Grant on here, but tell folks what JSEB is.
Sure. I'm a big advocate of Jacksonville small and emerging businesses. Jacksonville is the largest city in the greatest country on earth.
Amen.
And so it's beautiful for us to really have a space for entrepreneurs to be supported by the city. So Jacksonville has $9 billion that's coming into downtown.
Wow.
Legislatively, they have to give 20% to JSEB certified businesses. And so obviously that's great for the construction companies, but a lot of other people, like, where do they fit in? And it really goes into really growing the program and us all advocating for what is best. So as a JSEB member, I was able to go to City Hall and speak to them about some really cool ideas we have for the community. We are launching an app. It's Jacksonville's first community hub. It's going to be a mobile app. It's called 904 Collab.
I love that.
They loved it too.
Oh, good.
And our daughter is the new youth ambassador of entrepreneurship.
Congratulations. You must be proud of her.
Oh my God,
Obviously
so
takes
proud.
after you.
Yes. So we're starting a youth JSEB program to help the
that's wonderful.
children
Yeah.
understand. Please get as many kids involved as you can.
Wow.
Help them understand cyber safety, ethical AI, as well as building a brand with free tools like Canva. So our daughter will be teaching. There'll be some other kids teaching, and it's just really important for them to understand to like embrace it, but then also be careful.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Thank
it's
you.
such a problem, right? I mean,
It is.
It's great. Tech's great. I love tech.
Right.
But it could be dangerous because there's malactors out there. And you guys are getting out there and communicating. Man, you must be very proud of your daughter. That's awesome.
Yeah,
She's
awesome.
12.
She's 12.
With 3 businesses.
Well, we were talking off camera, like tech is not necessarily, a mid 30, 20-year-old type of thing. I mean, anybody, you mean in your 70s, 60s, you can embrace tech and it enables your life. It's always laugh. I won't say laugh, but I do kind of chuckle when I hear people like, hey, I don't trust it's voodoo. And it's like, I use it all the time.
Right.
I mean, just to kind of improve things I'm doing, there's definitely some efficiency there. You're like, okay, this can help me, which helps my clients more importantly. And you guys are doing that already. Well, that's wonderful. So tech, what's on the horizon? You guys looking at, what's happening with Jacksonville? You guys are kind of moving the needle there. Do you foresee anything that's exciting you right now in Jacksonville?
Yes, absolutely. Multiple initiatives. We're putting out 7 apps this year, 2 of which are our children's apps. They have created apps, as well as some personal apps and some for clients. So really excited about that.
Yeah.
And then getting together some ethical AI consultants.
Okay.
So I have just a host of entrepreneurs that I know that are excellent in their field, but they want to pivot. They want to make sure they're incorporating AI, but they want to do it in the right way.
Okay.
So launching that, lots of different education initiatives.
I think along those lines too, like you were saying, you have a lot of friends that are just scared of AI.
Yeah.
So I think that's really where the
educated.
consultants come in. So it's like somebody that or depending on what your tech level is, just having somebody that and you can trust. So like we do like free. We have a freedom class that we do on Tuesday nights at 7:30 that we do. So that's kind of like a free place for people to come ask questions.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of consulting too, so we get that one-on-one hands-on experience.
Yeah.
And then we are working on different other like master classes and things like that we're going to push out to the community to say, hey, these are the different ways we can help you depending on what your tech level is or what you're comfortable with. Hey, just come ask questions, and whatever it is, we're going to have an entire team of consultants from all different fields and all different approaches to AI.
Yeah.
So depending on what that approach is, we might have somebody that just fits your alley perfectly.
That's excellent. And so, tech goes everywhere. It's global. So, Chris, clients just local, worldwide, national?
Because the way the world works now, virtually
So you work with anybody?
Yep.
Okay. That's
we
awesome.
want to focus on Jacksonville, obviously.
Of course, everybody's passionate about Jacksonville.
Ideally when we can, we do, even speaking of JSEB, we do the library, the 4th Wednesday of every month.
Yeah.
We do a workshop at the library downtown on Laura Street. So we always do that as well. But along those lines,
I love what you guys are doing. I appreciate what you're doing for our community. So how can folks find you? How they can find the company?
Sure, at CMG3 Tech on most of the social medias, and Freedom classes at 7:30 EST every week, and
And both of you are on LinkedIn, I believe.
Yeah.
I know, that's an inside joke, by the way. So, no, it's a great way to communicate, get that network, and I love what you guys are doing. You're kind of bringing the team together, and Chris, I love what you said. On our team, if you need something that we got a lot of people that got a lot of expertise, but there's something we got people on our team we can pull on the bench to help you with what you want, because time is money and money is time. And then going in blind, like you mentioned earlier, Angela, is the fact that you can really put yourself in a bad position unknowingly. Like, you don't do it maliciously. It's just you didn't rely on the experts. I always tell folks, like, hey man, I'm not a jet mechanic. I expect that Delta Airlines and American and all these other people, those people, they got that job doing that job. So you just put me in the seat and I'll shut up.
Yes.
Well, thanks again, guys, for coming in. It's always good to see you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you too, Chris.
Hey, folks, check out what they're doing over at the Grissom house. Doing a lot of great things with CMG3 Tech. And connect them on LinkedIn. They're very active, especially here in the Jacksonville area. There's a lot of opportunity there during the day, in the morning, and then JSEB. Wow, Greg Grant, Dana over there doing a lot of amazing stuff to help elevate
Love
our
Dana.
city.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what's going on in Jacksonville, you're unplugged. You need to get plugged in because we're going to, man, I think we're in the top 5 cities to live in and move into.
Oh, absolutely.
So
This is
it's
the
huge.
place to be.
All right. Well, you just heard that. So we'll see you on next segment. A little gratitude.